Just playing with my shapes. Oh, look at this. Have you noticed that 2 trapezoids make up this hexagon? And 3 rhombi. And the 6 triangles make up the hexagon. Yeah. Halves. Thirds. Sixths. Have you guessed what we're doing today? That's right, fractions. Welcome back to Math and Bath with Miss Bliss. Let's go! Everybody's favorite part of the show, the I can statement. What time is it?
It's I can time.
What time is it?
It's I can time.
What time is it?
It's I can time.
Who can?
I can.
Woo!
I can recognize and generate equivalent fractions.
Okay, vocab. Let's start with recognize. Recognize means to name something. So if I give you 2 fractions like 4/10 and 2/5, you're going to be able to recognize if those are equivalent to each other or not. Spoiler alert, they are. Generate. Woo! Generate means to make or create something. So if I give you a fraction like 1/3, you are going to be able to use different methods to figure out an equivalent fraction. Speaking of equivalent fractions, equal fractions are equivalent fractions. Yes! Before we start, I'm feeling a little famished, so I'm gonna have to get a bath snack. You know I love me a bath snack. And I happen to have my favorite bath snack right here. A nice Kit Kat, all for myself. Hello.
Hi.
Who are you?
Miss West?
No, I'm Miss Bliss.
Nuh-uh. I'm Miss Bliss.
No, I do this like Math and Bath with Miss Bliss, and I'm the host, and I'm Miss Bliss, and I'm Miss Bliss.
I'm Miss Bliss.
Okay, well, can I help you?
I came for the chocolate.
Oh, you after my chocolate?
Yeah.
All right, if I share my chocolate with you, will you skedaddle?
Sure.
All right, well, let's take a look at this chocolate. How many are there of us?
2.
All right, so I suppose we should both get equal amounts, right?
Yeah.
Where would we cut this to make it equal?
Right there.
So, I get 1/2, and you...
Get 1/2.
Okay, so we both have a half. You ready?
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's look at it a different way. How many pieces are there?
4.
Yeah, there are 4. So if I break them like this, I have fourths. 4/4 make the whole. So you get 1/4, and I get 1/4, and you get another 1/4, and I get another 1/4. So how many do you have?
2/4.
2/4. But do you notice that it's the same as half?
Yeah.
That's right, because 2/4 and 1/2 are equivalent fractions. They're the same quantity, the same amount. It's just a different way of saying it. Okay. Take your chocolate. Get.
Okay, I'm going.
Shoot. Okay.
Is that good?
You want my chocolate? Quick. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. It's Miss Bliss with Sumeria Models. You can use those to find equivalent fractions. Let's take a look at this 2/3 here. That means 2 out of the 3 parts are shaded in. What if we wanted to find an equivalent fraction in 6ths? How can we make this shape into 6ths? Let's split each of those thirds in half. And we have 6. 6 equal pieces. And how many of those 6 are shaded in? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2/3 is equivalent. 1/5 would equal how many tenths? Well, let's take a look at our area model and make it into tenths. And look, instead of having 5 equal pieces, I have 10. That looks like a 10 frame, isn't that awesome? And I have 2 pieces shaded in, so 1/5 equals 2 tenths. This is 1 whole. It's 1 piece and it's all shaded in. And the question is, how many eighths would be equivalent to 1 whole? Let's split it into eighths. Let's do half first. And then I'll break it into fourths. And I'll break those fourths in half and make them eighths. How many are shaded in? 8. So 8 eighths equals 1 whole. It's equivalent.
Another great tool that you can use to find equivalent fractions is a number line. But don't take my word for it. Let's ask my favorite co-host, Mr. Ducky. Hey, Mr. Ducky, can you find an equivalent fraction to 3/4?
An equivalent fraction to 3/4. Here we have a number line. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3/4. Now, if we use the second line down, I'd have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eighths to get the same distance on the number line. Equivalent fractions are 3/4 and 6 eighths. Quack.
So that's 2 methods that you can use, but there are more. Can you think of any other ways to find equivalent fractions? Oh, getting a FaceTime. Who is it? Oh, it's Kooky Carol. Let's see what she's up to.
Oh, I am glad you answered. I've got a math emergency, Miss Bliss.
What is it?
Well, as you know, it's the 2nd annual church picnic bake-a-thon. And let me tell you, things are going crazy over there. I ran home because they want more. They want more. I baked my famous chocolate chip muffins for them, and they're like, hey, we need something new. So as the last year's 3rd runner-up, I thought, well, I better step up my game and give them double chocolate chip muffins, right? Here's what I need your help with. All I have is 1 teaspoon, a 4th cup, and a 3rd cup. How am I supposed to bake this recipe?
That's no problem. You can just use your knowledge of equivalent fractions.
Right! I can use my math skills. Okay, so this recipe, it calls for 1 1/3 tablespoon of cocoa powder. Now, how do I figure out that with just a teaspoon? If I know that 3 teaspoons make 1 tablespoon, then I think I need 4 teaspoons to make this work. Let's see if it happens. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 1/3 tablespoon. Looks like a perfect match to me. We are getting good with this. Math in kitchen. Math in bath. Maybe I should go upstairs to the bath. We'll stay here in the kitchen because, you know, I need some flour and stuff in the oven. But, any hooters. Next up is the flour. I need 2 cups of flour. I think I'll use the 3rd cup because that's the biggest of them all. But I think I need 6 3rd cups. Let's double check my work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 2 cups to me. Bada bing, bada boom. Boy, oh boy, am I glad I called you. Phone a friend, am I right? I cannot thank you enough, Miss Bliss, for your help and my math skills combined. From the powers unite. Just cracking myself up here. All right. Well, I've got to get back to baking these muffins and turning them in so I can win 2nd runner-up this year. We'll see. We will see. Bye. I will see you around the muffin.
Baking is a perfect way to practice fractions. So go grab an adult in your favorite recipe and head to the kitchen. For an extra bonus, hide some of those measuring cups and see if you can use your knowledge of equivalent fractions to complete the recipe. Oh, and when you're done, feel free to bring me some. I'm getting a little hangry since I didn't get my bath snack. And that's it for Math and Bath with Miss Bliss. Bye-bye.